The first quarter of 2026 is officially done, and if you notice, there were a lot of phones launched this Q1 alone. Before the next batch of phones arrives this April, as well as the coming months, let's first rewind the clock and check out our top picks priced under 20,000 pesos. This gives you guys, our lovely viewers, options to choose smartphones that perfectly fit your budget, assuming you need one right now. For reference, these smartphones are listed in no particular order except in price in ascending order. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First up is the Honor X8D, which is the most affordable smartphone on this list. It's not as durable as its XD9 sibling, but that's to be expected given the more affordable price point. The X8D only has an IP65 rating for dust and water resistance, but it has a dedicated AI button which can quickly launch AI function, and it is completely customizable. Yes, it comes with Honor's AI functionality despite its affordable price point. For performance, the X8D packs a Snapdragon 6S 4G Gen 2 chipset, which is more than capable for running day-to-day tasks and even light gaming. It was able to score over 500,000 points on AnTuTu, which is decent for the phone in its category. Light games like Mobile Legends aren't a problem, but more graphic-intensive titles prove to be challenging if users go beyond the low graphics settings. Still, at least users can play games to pass the time. There's also a large 6.77-inch AMOLED display with a full HD plus resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate to watch movies and series as well as play games on. Interestingly, the cameras are similar to the X9D, featuring a 108-megapixel main, 5-megapixel ultrawide, and a 16-megapixel front camera. As for the battery, the Honor X8D packs a large 7,000 mAh unit, which lasts a rather long time. We were able to garner a result of 17 hours and 28 minutes using PCMark's battery test, which is a great result. For charging, it only has 45-watt wired charging. Now, do note that the Honor X8D is the only phone on this list with no 5G capability, limited to just 4G LTE. But at its price point of 15,999 pesos for the 8 plus 256GB variant, some might be able to look over it. Next up, we have the first POCO on this list, the M8 Pro 5G. It's a lot more affordable than the X8 Pro with a starting price of just 16,999 pesos for the 8 plus 256GB variant. However, the same can't be said for the M8 Pro 5G's 12 plus 512GB variant, which retails for 19,999 pesos. The M8 Pro isn't as powerful given its price point, but it's still quite capable. It packs a Snapdragon 7S Gen 4 chipset under the hood, which was able to score over 800,000 points on AnTuTu. Playing lighter titles was not a problem either, and it could even handle running Genshin Impact on medium graphics settings steadily. There's also a large 6.83-inch 1.5K curved AMOLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate for users to enjoy playing games and watching videos. The M8 Pro also supports HDR10 Plus and even has Dolby Vision. For cameras, users have a 50-megapixel main shooter paired with an 8-megapixel ultrawide at the rear, while the front uses a 32-megapixel sensor for selfies. The review unit we have looks great too with this black-silver color scheme, and it's decently protected with an IP68 rating for dust and water resistance. Powering the POCO M8 Pro is a 6,500 mAh battery with 100-watt fast charging speeds. Despite the average battery size, it lasted 17 hours and 6 minutes with PCMark's battery tests. The only gaming phone on this list is the Nubia Neo 5 GT. It's a proper gaming phone too, featuring shoulder triggers to help make gaming life a lot easier. Not to mention, it has the aesthetics down to match as well, with LED lighting, which is customizable by the way, and even cooling vents for a fan to help with long gaming sessions to dissipate heat. Nubia didn't even include a camera bump, which makes it fully flat when users place it on a table, which is a godsend for gamers. Since this is a gaming phone, it also has a high refresh rate display. The Neo 5 GT features a large 6.8-inch screen with a 1.5K AMOLED panel and a 144Hz refresh rate. This makes it the only smartphone on this list with a 144Hz refresh rate, a feature typically found on higher-end smartphones and, more importantly, gaming phones. The chipset is decent too. It packs a MediaTek Dimensity 7400 processor, which was able to score over 1 million points on AnTuTu. With lighter titles like Mobile Legends, it was able to run the game on the ultra settings no problem. On more graphic-intensive titles like Genshin, it can run steadily up to 60 FPS on lows to medium settings. It could handle the game on medium settings fully while enabling the cooling fans, which helps maintain frame rates for extended gaming runs. Since the Nubia Neo 5 GT is a gaming phone, the cameras aren't exactly the main highlight. It only comes with a 50 megapixel main rear shooter, a secondary unspecified lens, and an 8 megapixel front camera. Powering the Neo 5 GT is a 6210 mAh battery pack, which honestly doesn't last that long. It only lasted 11 hours and 57 minutes on PC Mark with the fan and RGB turned off. If you turn it on, the same test garners a result of 9 hours and 24 minutes. Fortunately, there is an 80-watt fast charger available as well as bypass charging. The Nubia Neo 5 GT retails for 17,999 pesos for the 8 plus 256GB variant, while the 12 plus 256GB variant retails for 19,999 pesos. The Honor X9D is one of the most durable smartphones we've reviewed so far, with an IP66, 68, 69, and 69K levels of protection, as well as being drop resistant for up to 2.5 meters. In our review, we even tested out how tough it is, which you can check out on the channel by the way if you haven't, and it survived pretty much everything we threw at it. With that, the Honor X9D might just be the toughest phone on this list. With regards to the performance, the X9D packs a Snapdragon 6S Gen 4 chipset. It's a decently performing chip which scored over 740,000 points on Antutu. With that, it could easily handle day-to-day tasks and even run light games on the highest settings. However, it does struggle a bit more with graphic-intensive titles, but that's to be expected again for a phone of this category and given how Honor focused on how durable it is. The display also makes it fun to play on this phone with a large 6.79-inch screen featuring a full HD Plus AMOLED panel and a 120Hz refresh rate. For the cameras, it's the same as the Honor X8D, featuring a 108 megapixel main shooter and a 5 megapixel ultra-wide at the rear, together with a 16 megapixel front shooter for selfies. It's powered by a large 8,300 mAh battery pack which lasts a very long time, managing 17 hours and 23 minutes on PC Mark's battery test. Charging speed is rated at 66 watts. With everything it has to offer, the Honor X9D retails for 18,999 pesos for the lone 12 plus 256GB variant. Next up on this list is the POCO X8 Pro, and it's possibly the smartphone with the most powerful chipset on this list. The X8 Pro packs a MediaTek Dimensity 8500 Ultra, a chipset often found on more expensive mid-range smartphones. The X8 Pro managed to score over 2 million points on Antutu, and it managed to max out the other benchmarks we ran as well. With that, playing games on this phone is very enjoyable. Whether you're running light titles like MOBAs or graphic-intensive titles like Genshin and WoWa, this phone can handle it all at max graphics settings. The screen is on the smaller side though, measuring just 6.59 inches. However, it does use a 1.5K AMOLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate, meaning gamers can fully utilize the performance this phone offers when gaming. In addition, it also supports HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision for enhanced viewing pleasures. It features decent cameras too, highlighted by a 50 megapixel main shooter with OIS and an 8 megapixel ultra-wide at the rear. For the front, there's a 20 megapixel shooter for selfies. Powering the POCO X8 Pro is a 6,500 mAh battery with a quick 100-watt fast charging speed. With PC Mark's battery test, we were able to garner a result of 16 hours and 47 minutes. Pricing for the POCO X8 Pro starts at 18,999 pesos for the 8 plus 256GB variant, while the 8 plus 512GB variant retails for 19,999 pesos, making it one of the more expensive phones on this list. There is also a 12 plus 512GB variant, but that's above this video's price point already at 21,999 pesos for your reference. Also note that our review unit is the Iron Man edition, but in terms of specs, it's very much the same as the standard X8 Pro. Moving on to our last phone and the most expensive phone on this list, the Redmi Note 15 5G. The 12 plus 256GB variant already retails for 19,999 pesos and is the only one to make the cut. The higher spec 12 plus 512GB model retails for 21,999 pesos, just to give you an idea. It's a well-balanced phone for the price though, featuring a MediaTek Dimensity 7400 Ultra chipset which scored almost 700,000 on Antutu. It's a bit low considering our review unit only had 8GB of RAM, which is not actually offered locally. Despite that, lighter titles like Mobile Legends ran on max graphics without issues. Meanwhile, more graphic-intensive titles are limited to a mix of low and medium settings. Nonetheless, it was enjoyable to play given the large 6.83-inch 1.5K AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate. Cameras are decent too, featuring a 200-megapixel main and an 8-megapixel ultrawide together with a 20-megapixel front camera. It's a durable phone too, with no problem submerging it underwater given its IP68 and 69 rating for dust and water resistance. It also packs a decent-sized 6,580 mAh battery that lasts a relatively long time. For reference, we were able to get 17 hours and 18 minutes using PCMark's battery test, which is a good score considering the size of the battery. So that wraps our list of top smartphone picks under 20,000 pesos launched this Q1 of 2026. Which one of these is your favorite, and would you consider picking it up now? Or would you wait for the newer models to launch later this year? Whatever the case, share your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like and subscribe to watch more. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And of course, visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. And the reviews of all of these phones that we have on this nice long list. Once again, this has been Isaiah, and I'll see you guys in the next one.